is it her?
It's
is
giving.
It me? It's more. Larry Moore.
It's more. Larry Moore.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Vince
and Tamara,
and we back with another episode of Baytime TV. And this is a very special episode because I'm pretty sure y'all know by now, but this was an episode where I dropped down on one knee and I proposed to my fiance.
I love that name.
But yeah, so we're gonna do multiple parts of this because we're still waiting to get the video footage and the photos from the videographer and the photographer. So in the meantime, we'll just give y'all some backstory on what happened and how it happened.
So basically, I was informed kind of last minute, but I was just like, all right, we're going into a women's empowerment brunch hosted by my sister, his sister, Kiara Lachey. And she was like, we're going to have a surprise special guest, and she would not tell me. So I was just like thinking, I was like, this woman knows literally everybody. I was like, it can be Michelle Obama. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so the way all that came about was, I guess the whole plan of it started in about either September or October. And my mom, she was just like, Sonny boy, when do you plan on proposing? If you plan on proposing. I was like, I'm ready to propose. So I told her, I was like, I either want to do it at the end of this year or early next year. And so she was just like, well, why wait? Like, you can do it at the end of this year. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So I told her, she was like, so what date do you think? I was like, we can do it as soon as December. And at first I want to do it on December 1st. Because that's an easy date to remember. December 1st, like, who's gonna forget that? But when we looked it up, December 1st ended up being a Wednesday. So it was like,
when did y'all have this discussion? On the phone or?
No, in person.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was like December 1st, that was a Wednesday. I was like, I don't want to do it on a Wednesday. I'd rather do it on the weekend. So I was like, let's do December 4th. And December 4th, that's Jay-Z's birthday. And that's the day Fred Hampton died, which Jay-Z talks about in his song. He's like, I arrived on the day Fred Hampton died. So that was easy for me to remember because, I love music.
And I'm literally just finding this out.
And so, yeah, I was like, okay, we can do December 4th. So my mom was like, all right, bet. She was like, so yeah, me and your sister, which is Kiara Lachey, she was like, me and your sister been thinking, like, she's like, we have some ideas. So she was like, maybe we can do a brunch and you can come walk in and propose then. She was like, we do like a ladies brunch. I was like, okay, that sounds pretty cool right there. So I was like, yeah, let's do that. So she was like, all right. So at first I wanted to do it at James Harden's, his restaurant, 13.
Oh, that would have been lit.
Yeah, it's a real nice restaurant, but only thing is they have problems with reservations. Like you have to have like
and then the view was
way in advance, which this was in advance. You said what?
The view wasn't dope.
Yeah, but it was nice though. It's a nice restaurant. But yeah, so it was the reservations and stuff was kind of weird. So they was like, yeah, we probably want to do 13. So they had some other places in mind. So they was like, look, they was like, you don't worry about that. They was like, we gonna handle it. So my mom and Kiara, they went to different restaurants. They had about 3 of them in mind. They went to all of them, and then they found a spot. So they called. It was like, yeah, we found this spot. And it was like, it's perfect because you can come around the corner. She won't even see y'all walk in, everything like that. So I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, we planned it. It was like, we'll have me and then all my guys, since it was gonna be like a girls brunch at first, but then it was like, okay, we're gonna have to do dinner. And also the place wasn't available for the 4th. So we had to move it to the 5th. So we did, it was on a Sunday, December 5th. So yeah, so me and my guys, we was gonna walk in on their women empowerment dinner, and we was just gonna crash the party. So I was like, yeah, we gotta be in all like in suits. So told all the guys like, hey, we're gonna do black suits, white shirts, black ties when we walk in.
But wasn't that giving you pushback?
Yes, they was definitely giving me pushback. They was like, can I wear? What about white shoes or
White shoe?
what about can I do a different color tie? Cause I was gonna do the way I was gonna stand out was I was gonna have my mom and Kiara told me it was gonna be like rose gold balloons and all that stuff. So I was gonna do a rose gold tie or a pink tie.
Cause my favorite color is pink.
And so everybody was like, oh, why we can't do a pink tie? I'm like, bro, like I have to stand out. Like we can't all be the same. So, but nah, it ended up working out perfectly. Everybody ended up getting their suits. You know, it was a lot going through it, like trying to get the suits and all that stuff. So we did the black suits. I actually did a black suit, black shirt, and she ended up wearing red that day. So I switched it from the pink tie to a red tie. But yeah, it was just it was we went through so much.
And I had no clue. I was like, what the heck? All the boys look so good. I was like, y'all think this for who? Us? Wow.
Yeah, we went through so much, and it was so hard, like trying to keep the secret from her. Like even when we went to get the ring, like I had to wait till she went out of town. She went to Memphis to be with her family. It was the episode where she had the lip sync contest. That was the time where we went and got the ring.
In October.
Yeah, me and my brother KP and JV, we went to the Galleria, and they went and helped me like pick out a ring for her. And so yeah, we got the perfect ring. And then what's crazy too is like that same day, as soon as we got home from getting the ring, my homeboy DJ called. And he like, bro, you know what you should do while your girl out of town? He like, bro, you should go get her a ring, bro. He was like, y'all a good couple, man. He was like, y'all look real good together. She loves you. And I'm like, bro, how you know I ain't do that already? He was like, you didn't? I was like, bro, that's literally what I just did. And so that's how he ended up finding out. But yeah, we got the ring. I had to hide the ring. First I was trying to hide it in here. Put it on the top of the I put it on the top of the cabinets in the kitchen. But I realized, like, if you go in the room on the bed, I don't know, randomly, I was in the room, standing on the bed, talking on the phone to somebody, and I could see the ring, while I'm standing on the bed. So I'm like, nah, I gotta move that. So I put it in my gun safe at first. And so then, I ended up giving it to Key and KP to have it, put it at their house to hold.
Tell about the dream you had.
Oh, so yeah. So, yeah, I had this dream that, so yeah, Key and KP, they have 3 girls, my nieces, Paige, Kobe, and Amari. So, I had a dream that everything went as planned as far as the proposal, but when I opened up the box to show Tamara the ring, it was one of the girls' toy ring. It was like a little yellow plastic ring with like a heart on it. And so she just looked at it, and like I still was like, will you marry me? And she didn't say yes at all. She was just like, okay. And like, when I woke up, I was like, whew, I'm glad that was a dream.
I had a similar dream too, and I was just like, all right, so let me just hurry up and wake up and act like that didn't happen. But yeah, I was close to everything, and so like I walked into the event. She told me that I had to come early because she wanted me to help set up because CBS is supposed to be coming to interview us about the brands that we work for. So I was just like, all right, so okay, CBS, that's like that's not even in Houston. So I was like, all right, whatever. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna come early. I came at a decent time, you know. I ain't gonna, you know, I came at a decent time, anywho. So, but I left, and the boys were here watching football in regular clothes, like t-shirt and basketball shorts. They had food and beers, and I was like, oh, they chilling. I was like, I'm gonna come back and chill too, like. So yeah, next time I seen them, I was just like, what?
Yeah, so we playing like a little guys' day since they was having their girls' night. We was like, okay, well the fellas will just come to my place and we'll watch the game, the Bucks game. So we set that up. At this point, I had all the stuff in my trunk. The suit, the shoes, everything was in my trunk in my car. Cause she's like, it's hard to hide stuff.
I clean everything.
Basically. So yeah, I had everything in my trunk. So I walked her out, everything, and that day like I helped her with her hair, everything. She was stressing about her what she was gonna wear and all that stuff. I'm like, babe, you good. And she was like, well, I don't know what to do, man. All that stuff. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, when she ended up leaving, like I acted like I was about to walk back in the apartment. I went straight back to my car, popped the trunk, grabbed all the bags. Me and all the guys, we walked in, and we just had to hurry and like get dressed real quick. So there's about 10 of us. 10 of us in our apartment, everybody in different rooms getting dressed, and we toasting and drinking and everything. And she had no idea.
No idea. So to kill time, Mama Peach and Key was creating games. There were decent games. We was like answering questions. They asked like, what is your future goals and what are you doing to plan to be there? What's your favorite foods? Like, it was just random questions. We had to compliment the entire room. And I was just like, all right, this is cool. Like, this is like icebreaker games and stuff. Now, the whole time, every time somebody walked in a restaurant, I was just like, yo, is that the special guest speaker? Like, who is this special guest speaker? And why is nobody talking about it? I was just like, I just really want to know who this guest speaker is. And the whole time, Kiara gonna come behind me talking some, yes, she is so dope. I didn't even know she knew about me. Like, you'll see the footage.
I'm super excited because this is somebody that's special to me, and I didn't even know I could get here. So apparently, you know what I'm saying?
So this person is who?
A surprise.
Michelle Obama.
I wish.
This is the
I
people I
went to church
think.
with Lisa Ray though. Yeah, it ain't her.
So
But I was just like, this is dope. So we ended with the game. And so we basically ordered our foods and stuff. And then Mama Peach was like, okay, so before we eat, we're going to do this one last game. So I was just like, all right, cool. So she said Sierra first. She acted like she was picking something out. Talking about some Sierra. And then she picked again, Desiree. And I was like, ooh. And then like, I was like, I hope I'm not picked next because they real competitive. So I was like, all right, I just want to chill and watch this to see who win. Then she was like, oh, Tamara. I was like, all right. And I was like, no. I was like, I don't want to pick that. They too competitive. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win this. I was like, what we gotta do? So the object of the game was basically we were going to we have three purses on the table, and you have to go through the purse and buy each object that she calls out. So it wasn't all in my bag, but whoever had the most of items that was in the bag in a certain time frame, then we won.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I had to put a blindfold on.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, actually, like, maybe last week I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I got a good idea. I was like, I think you should do like a raffle or something like that, and like have Tamara win, and then you blindfold her for like the first place winner, and she think like a big prize is about to come out, and then when she take off the blindfolds, like, I'll be right there with the ring. So she was like, oh, that's a good idea. Because, you know, my mom, she the queen of games. She got games for days. So, but yeah, that ended up being the game that she did. So Tamara was blindfolded when we all walked in. Yeah, so after all the guys, after we all got dressed and everything, we was like starting to be pressed for time. So we had to hurry and went to the restaurant. And when we got there, the videographer, he met us there, so he was getting videos and pictures of me like stepping out of the car. He wanted to get videos of me like putting on my shoes, fixing my tires, stuff like that. So we did that, and then we got a nice scene of us, me and all the guys walking across the bridge to the restaurant. And so yeah, so he was like, hurry. She's like, y'all gotta hurry, come here. So we was like, all right. So yeah, we seen Tamara, she had her blindfolds on. And my nieces, shout out to Paige and Mari Kobe.
And Layla.
And Layla. They sprinkled rose petals down while Tamara had her blindfolds on. They sprinkled rose petals on the red carpet. And so, yeah, so I walked in, And then yeah, I seen her with her blindfold, so I hurried, and I went, and I was standing right behind her. Excuse me. And so the fellows, they were just kind of standing to the side, and I was like, y'all come on, because I wanted to, have my guys back me up. So yeah, we all got our suits and everything on. And they come behind me and everything. She's standing there still playing the game and everything. So I was like, all right, everybody. She was like, y'all take your blindfolds off. And so they take the blindfolds off.
Sierra and Desiree blindfolds were already off. And I seen the video. Sierra was doing this the whole time. Like, oh yeah, cheater. Cheater.
So I'm behind her. She take her blindfold off. And like she still like has her back turned to me, so I'm like clapping loud, like, so she could like hear me and turn around.
But I thought that was clapping because the game was over and we was like gonna see who the winner was. So I was just like, all right, who won, y'all? Who won? And then everybody was looking at me. So imagine you're in complete darkness, your eyes are closed, and you open them, and everybody's surrounding you. So I was just like, huh? I was like, wait, so did I win? And then I turned around, and I was just like, wait, either I done went to heaven or I'm in trouble, I'm going to jail, because why all these men behind me with these black suits? And I was like, oh, he's a good look at that. It's my man. So I was like, all right, well, what's going on? So in my head, if I had a microphone in my head, all you heard was, wait, what? Huh? Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you could tell she was in shock. Like, yeah, that was her first time seeing me
in a suit. Like, I seen pictures of him in a suit, but I never seen him in person in a suit.
Yeah, that was her first time seeing me in a suit. I had a new suit, new boots, everything. Like, dressed down to the nine. All of us, all the fellas, we was all dressed down to the nine.
Looking good.
Yeah, I said a little speech. And afterwards, got down on that knee. And then I asked her would she marry me. And of course, she made me wait like a whole probably 2 minutes.
I think I planned that before.
That was like the longest 2 minutes ever. I'm like, So, did you think I was gonna say no? I didn't think he was gonna say no, but I'm like, say something.
Okay. In my head, I was like, okay, we've been dating for almost 3 years. So I was like, all right, when he finally say, like, will you marry me? Or ask, will you marry me? Am I gonna be like, finally? I'm gonna be like, yes. I'm like, all right. So in my head, I'm just thinking. But he asked me, and I was like, I wanna cuss.
She was like, I wanna cuss.
Oh, fuck. Yes. So in my head, I wanted to say, yes. Yes. But I was just like, all right, yes. Like a little cute, classy, yes. Like.
But yep, yeah, she said yes. And so then, like, even afterwards, I got up, gave her a kiss, put the ring on. And she was like, kind of whispered to me. She was like, is this real? I'm like, yes. Like, I would not joke like this. And so Kiara was like, yeah, look. She was like, she told her, she was like, yeah, this is your special,
surprise,
this is a special guest. And so, yeah, she was like, oh, and all that. And then Kiara was like, yeah, and them too. And so they had a Zoom call set up with all her family in Memphis, my family in Tampa, her best friend in Atlanta. It was just my cousins, everybody, like, everybody was on there, and when she seen that, she just lost it.
I seen my nephews. I was like, oh my God, is that my grandma, grandpa, my mommy, daddy, my sister? Oh my God, I was like, this is, y'all knew about this? Like, I was like, all right, I had questions for everybody. I was like, how did this go down? And I not know. Like, it was everything that I asked for, and I'm super grateful and glad you did it in the way you did. And I'm grateful for your mama and sister, because I don't know what you would have did without them.
They helped out a lot, because they'll be calling me, and I'll be like, yeah, she's like right here. I can't talk right now. And so even with Q, my best friend Q, he'll do the same thing. And so I was like, I don't want to text people because she be all in my phone. I don't want to text or call nobody, so we put all that on Q. It was like, look, y'all get Q number. Q, you shoot out the text. You talk to everybody. Or I sent them, I'm like, here's my mom's number. Boom, don't call me. Just call her, call Q. They got all the info. And so, yeah, so we did that. And also, like, before the proposal, maybe like a month or two before. Oh, actually, when I got the ring. So yeah, after I got the ring, we while I was in Vegas, we did a guys trip in Vegas. So I was like, okay, this would be the perfect time to call Tamara's dad and ask for her hand in marriage. And so I was like, yeah, I know people probably don't do this still, but you know.
I definitely wanted that. If he didn't do it, I would have been like, man, you have to act still or something. Like, I wanted it to be done. I wanted permission from my parents and my family to take my hand.
Yeah, so I called him, and that went great. So yeah, but the hard part was just I wanted to tell her friends, but I was like, I don't know, they might slip and tell her.
And then I had an event every day leading up to yesterday, Sunday. So I was just like, all right, like,
Yeah, I couldn't tell them, but
that was not gonna work because I was out with all my friends were like under the influence, and we was just having like basic girl talk. So I already know what's gonna slip up. Then the day after that, my homegirl, she has a similar ring to this, and I was like, Sierra, like, get the picture, like, send this to Dave, I want this ring or whatever. But yeah, I was just like, it was nah. And then if you would have told Rocky, nah, you couldn't tell Rich because she would have been doing something out the blue. I would have been like, all right, something's up. Like,
yeah, because like they probably wouldn't have told her like outright, but they probably would have been giving her hints like, oh girl, you need to get your nails done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want nothing.
but I have a smart friend. Like, Chelsea would have been like, I booked the nail appointment, let's go.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know, that girl code, something different, you know. I don't know. So we couldn't risk it, but the thing,
Yeah, she probably would have been like, you should get something extra on your ring finger.
yeah, see the thing is like my mom and Kiara, yeah, they was like, yeah, nah, let's not tell them, but they was like, we're gonna try our hardest to get them here. So they called Rocky, her best friend, and they called Chelsea, the two that she invited, that was on her guest list. So they called them because both of them was making it seem like they wasn't gonna make it. So my mom was like, okay, maybe they don't think it's important enough. She was like, so we're gonna try to convince them that it's important, that they need to be there, without telling them that it's a proposal. Cause yeah, so the whole time they thinking they was really there for that women's dinner.
Women's dinner, and then I kept asking Key, she kept lying. I'm just like, I don't know how people do it with a straight face. But she was like serious, like, if it was me, first of all, he know when I lie. I know when I can't lie. Like, just nah.
Yeah, she bad at one. But yeah, everything went perfect. The only thing I was just like, man, I hope nobody slip up and tell her.
That's what I told him. I said, you can tell my dad, but do not tell my mom.
Yeah, she told me not to tell her mom because she was like, yeah, my mom would definitely tell me.
She gonna be like, you need to get your nails done just in case you get a ring or some diamonds or something. Like, it would be like obvious, like, all right. Then my grandma, News will travel to Jamaica and light speed. Like, my auntie in New York would definitely know first thing. Then News will hit Jamaica, Canada, wherever. I'm just like, all right, cool.
Now what's crazy too though is that like, even with my family, like,
and
okay,
I see them every day. That's crazy.
No, well, I didn't tell them until like, okay, well the fellas that walked in with me, I did not tell them until probably a week or two ahead of time.
So they only had 2 weeks to get their suits?
Yeah. And they made it happen.
Wow.
Shout out my guys.
Shout out my guys.
Nah, they all made it happen. But yeah, I didn't tell them till like a week or two beforehand. And then with my dad and my family in Florida, I didn't tell them until maybe like 2 days or the day before. Because I know like when I'm on the phone, I don't have the phone on my ear. I always have the phone on speaker, and she knows that. So it would look weird if I'm walking around, you know, with the phone on my ear. So I always talk on speaker. So I didn't want nobody to slip up and say something while I was on speaker. I didn't want to change no patterns. Like everything was normal.
I ain't know nothing. It was a complete surprise, and I've been having waves of excitement all day. Like, I'll just be doing something and then like I'll get a flash in my ring and be like, whoa, this happened like yesterday. Like, you're a fiance. Like, we prayed for this. Now.
She been crying all morning. Like,
no,
she
because
woke
I feel
up
like
crying.
I deserved it, but yeah.
Definitely deserved it.
For sure.
She definitely deserved it. Only thing, like, I didn't want to rush and get into it. Like, every day she was saying, oh, I ain't nothing on my finger. Like, dang, babe, can I have a sandwich? I don't got no ring.
I definitely wasn't doing that.
I'm just saying, like, she was just throwing in my face, like, so much. I'm like, babe, like, just...
But I stopped. This whole year, I was chilling. My first 2 years, I was like, what you waiting for? Do you want to get married or no? Because...
yeah, like, it's like, that's not something you just rush into, you know?
It's not. It's definitely not.
Ready.
But I knew, I was just like, this is babe. This is my man for life. Like, my forever best friend, because his vibe matched mine. Exactly what I prayed for. Then his family topped it off. So I was just like, check, ring please, now. Pronto.
I told y'all, she impatient.
Very.
She impatient. But yeah, nah, the night was perfect. We got videos and pictures coming. So on the next vlog, part 2, we'll have a part 2 where we'll show videos of everything. Us guys crashing the apartment, everybody getting dressed, to us leaving, getting to the place, taking pictures.
Nobody got video of me getting dressed.
I mean. But yeah, so yeah, that'll all be on part 2, and y'all can check it out, and that'll actually have the proposal, and y'all can see how everything went down.
So y'all can cry with me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though, she got me a little bit. You know, I had a little one of these one time, you know, but it was perfect. It was perfect. I wouldn't change how it was. Only thing, I was nervous, so like I had this long speech I wanted to say, but I cut it kind of short. But yeah, that was it, you know. Proposal. She a whole fiance out here. I'm a whole fiance out here, you know. Before we end this video, I gotta give a special shout out to my mom and Mark, Kiara, Lachey, KP, Q, Uncle Willie, and all my guys that showed up for me. Like, we really did that. I know it was a last minute thing, trying to get all them suits. I know it was extra, but Tamara's extra, so y'all know how I go. But nah, thank y'all, thank everybody that showed up and made this a special event for us. We enjoyed y'all.
Very much appreciated. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to tune in for the actual proposal Tuesday, and it airs at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Baytime TV is
what you want to see, baby.
Let's go.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.